Yesterday, I just seen the Odyssey on theater started at 3:30 p.m. up to end 6:16 p.m. and man, this is such an epic fantasy story. Probably my most anticipated movie of the year. Everything I'm excited about it was my favorite director of all time, Christopher Nolan. What I love the movie is about the main character Odysseus, where his men and him were crossing the Mediterranean Sea after the War of Trojan. However, they soon find themselves to battle against the deadliest monsters for their adventure, and Odysseus wanted to return his home. Matt Damon is a solid choice to play Odysseus based on poem written by Homer and probably a well-developed character from the start on his story until now. His personality is well written, like how he feels sad if he can't go back to home during the sea and he feels guilt for the Trojan War. This is Matt Damon to serve a great performance since his best role Jason Bourne in the Bourne series. Tom Holland is also magnificent at acting in this movie and never expect he did a lot of stunts like using sword training. I love how he can act as serious again since he did in Thriller The Devil all the time. I like Tom Holland's Spider-Man, but this proves that he needs to do more dramatic roles. The acting was incredible, and love when Nolan hired these recognized actors for their long time. The armored plot designs look so cool, like Agamemnon wears the black. It was cooler and badass. It's weird that his armor was similar from Batman's suit. I honestly don't care if someone complain over not being accurate. Their armored customs looks perfectly good, and that makes the army being entertaining. The production did really so well. Chris Nolan is always good at filmmaking when he handle realism. He's so good to save budgets for his bigger film, and yet he knows how to solve mystery like a puzzles. Every monster of the movie are pretty horrifying, like Cyclops eating Odysseus's mens, and that was even much gore, but it didn't show more blood. Not to mention that body horror was pretty disturbing, where Odysseus' men went the worst suffering. I love the way this is being viewed as a horror movie. I love it when Nolan went to embrace the horror roots. But only negative I got is the witch's acting. I thought her scary is still scary, and unfortunately her acting wasn't that good. She could properly to read the script and acting as a witch. Robert Pattinson had amazing way to play villain as Antinous. He's a ruthless and selfish ego for wanting to be new king over Odysseus. Antinous is surprising good villain. The fights are extremely brutal and totally an epic. I'll say this is better than what Nolan did the Dark Knight trilogy. The final act was much more an epic, where Odysseus went a beast mode for soloing Antinous and his traitors. That was actually the best final fight we got, and I cheerful to watch it. Overall, this is to be my next favorite Nolan movie I watch, and my second Nolan movie to get into the theater since Oppenheimer. So I'll rate it a 9.5 out of 10.